Camarasaurus, the gentle giant of the Jurassic. If you could turn back the clock some 155 to 145 million years ago, deep into the Late Jurassic, you would find yourself in a world lush with towering conifer forests, endless stretches of cycads and ferns, and broad river valleys winding across the land. And among this ancient paradise, roaming slowly but majestically, lived one of the most iconic dinosaurs of North America, Camarasaurus, the chambered lizard. Its name comes from the hollow, chamber-like spaces inside its vertebrae, a unique structure that lightened its massive skeleton without sacrificing strength. This ingenious design was one of nature's earliest architectural wonders, allowing Camarasaurus to support its colossal size with surprising efficiency. Appearance, power and grace in one man. While it wasn't the largest of the sauropods, the giant long-necked dinosaurs, Camarasaurus was still an awe-inspiring sight. It typically measured 15 to 23 meters long and weighed as much as 20 tons. Imagine an animal longer than a city bus and heavier than 3 elephants, yet able to walk gracefully across the Jurassic plains. Unlike the slender, whip-tailed Diplodocus, Camarasaurus had a shorter, thicker, and sturdier neck. It resembled a living crane, built not just for reaching high into trees, but also for withstanding constant use and stress. Its head was surprisingly large compared to most other sauropods. Many long-necked dinosaurs had tiny skulls perched at the end of impossibly long necks, but Camarasaurus carried a robust boxy skull with a rounded snout. Inside its jaws were rows of broad, spoon-shaped teeth, perfectly adapted to bite through tougher vegetation. While Diplodocus specialized in stripping soft leaves, Camarasaurus could crunch through harder, more fibrous branches, giving it a more versatile diet. Its eyes were large and forward-facing enough to provide a wide field of vision. One can imagine those deep, thoughtful eyes scanning its surroundings, cautious yet calm, the eyes of a giant that did not need to rush, because its sheer size was a defense in itself. Its tail, long and muscular, balanced its body and could act as a whip-like weapon. A single strike might have been enough to injure or deter a predator. Habitat. The green world of the Jurassic Camarasaurus thrived across much of western North America. Fossils have been uncovered in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and Wyoming. During the Jurassic, this land was a vibrant ecosystem with warm climates, seasonal rains, and dry spells that shaped the life cycles of its inhabitants. Here, immense forests of conifers dominated the landscape, interspersed with cycads, horsetails, and carpets of ferns. Rivers and lakes provided lifelines for countless animals. It was in this environment that Camarasaurus slowly moved in herds, feeding from both the tall treetops and the low underbrush. This adaptability gave it an advantage. While some sauropods specialized in either high browsing or low grazing, Camarasaurus could do both. Its neck was strong enough to reach high branches, but also flexible enough to sweep down toward the ground. This versatility explains why Camarasaurus fossils are the most common sauropod remains found in North America. It was simply one of the most successful and abundant of its kind. Behavior. Strength in numbers. Evidence suggests Camarasaurus lived in herds or family groups. Fossils of multiple individuals, adults and juveniles together, indicate social behavior. Living in groups would have provided protection, especially for the young. Imagine a herd of Camarasaurus slowly moving across the floodplains, their massive feet leaving deep prints in the mud. The adults, towering like living fortresses, form a protective ring whenever predators approached. Inside the circle, the young were safe. When danger came from formidable hunters like Allosaurus or Ceratosaurus, the adults had formidable defenses. A coordinated stand, a wall of swinging tails, and sheer bulk were often enough to make even the fiercest predators hesitate. After all, attacking a 20-ton giant was no easy feat. Camarasaurus likely migrated in search of food and water. During dry seasons, entire herds may have walked dozens of kilometers a day, creating trails etched into the earth, some of which may have lasted for centuries. Fascinating facts and mysteries. Most recognizable skull. Among sauropods, Camarasaurus has the most easily recognizable skull, rounded snout, robust teeth, and a strong jaw. Lightweight bones. Its hollow, chambered vertebrae reduced weight dramatically. Millions of years later, birds inherited a similar adaptation, allowing them to fly. Eggs and nesting. Fossils of eggs and embryos, believed to belong to Camarasaurus, suggest they laid eggs communally in nesting grounds, increasing survival chances. Stomach contents. Fossils sometimes contain traces of digested plant matter inside Camarasaurus rib cages. These show it ate a variety of vegetation, including tougher conifer needles and woody stems. Extinction. The end of a gentle giant. Despite its success, Camarasaurus could not escape the fate that eventually claimed all dinosaurs. By the end of the Jurassic, changing climates, shifting rivers, and volcanic activity reshaped ecosystems. New plant types emerged, altering food availability. Competition with other species increased. Slowly, populations of Camarasaurus dwindled until they vanished. But extinction did not erase them entirely. Their bones, buried deep in stone, became time capsules. When unearthed millions of years later, they astonished paleontologists and museum visitors alike. Each towering skeleton displayed in a gallery is a silent witness to a world long gone, a reminder that giants once walked this earth. Legacy, lessons from a gentle titan. Camarasaurus was not the fastest, not the deadliest, not even the largest, yet it was one of the most successful dinosaurs of its age. Its strength lay in adaptability and cooperation. It didn't need sharp claws or predatory cunning. It needed only its size, its herd, and its ability to eat what others could not. Its story tells us something profound. Survival does not always belong to the fiercest or the biggest. Sometimes it belongs to those who can endure, adapt, and thrive quietly. Today, when we stand before its fossils, we see more than just bones. We glimpse a heartbeat from the Jurassic. We imagine great herds moving across the plains, mothers protecting calves, tails sweeping, necks reaching high into ancient forests. We feel the weight of time and the fragility of life. Camarasaurus, the gentle giant, still speaks to us, not with roars or violence, but with the quiet reminder that resilience, peace, and balance can also leave an eternal mark on history.